to the Mad Lucrative Podcast. I'm your host, the one, the only, Magneto7 in the building. This is a new week. I'm feeling beautiful. I'm feeling spicy. I'm feeling all of the above. I'm feeling other. I'm not feeling other. I'm playing. I'm not even gonna go there this episode. It's all good energy. But first off, I want to make sure I show y'all this beautiful piece of merchandise right here. Groomy Baldy Pro. Listen, if you want to see something, if you got a bald head like me and you want your joint shining, go ahead and holler at them. Cause that's something like, yo. All right, so I'm gonna give y'all a quick rundown, a run through, and I might do an ad and all that stuff too. But this, I gotta tell y'all, so y'all know I gotta walk y'all through the whole situation. So I had the shaver, cause I'm one of the old school shaver type of guys. Like I'll shave and then go back over it with the clippers, go back over it with the razor, go ahead and smooth it over, make sure that joint nice and bald, then hit the beard. You gotta hit the beard last. I tried that joint, and yo, the way it cut your head, like yo, it's a beautiful piece of merchandise. If you do want to go ahead and holler at it, make sure you go ahead and holler right there. Grooming Pro. I might have a link for y'all down in the description, so y'all can go ahead and get a little discount if they want to do that. But anyway, welcome. This is another week. First off, I want to start the pod off by saying R.I.P. Rest in power, rest in peace to Clarence Avant for one, and Magoo from Timbaland and Magoo. Listen, I don't know the reason why. I don't know if everybody on TikTok, everybody on YouTube. I don't know if y'all realize the reason I played the music that I played just now, right? So there always comes a time, as I've told y'all before, it comes a time where certain people are just goats, right? And when I say goats, I'm talking about real goats. I'm not talking about how y'all youngins be saying goats. I love y'all. Y'all know Uncle Nito love y'all. I love y'all like no other. But the young people calling people goats, y'all ain't seen no real goats. Clarence Avant, real goat. I'm gonna tell you why. If it wasn't for him, it would be no Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. And if it wasn't no Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, then there might not be a Morris Day in the time. And then guess what? Y'all remember all them nice hits from back in the 80s and the 70s with Whitney Houston and some of the Mariah Carey joints and all of these people. If it wasn't for Clarence Avant putting all those pieces together, all of these other people wouldn't exist. And if they didn't exist, there would be no Bruno Mars. You know, Culture Vulture. All right, I'm not saying that Bruno Mars is a culture vulture today. I'm just saying he may have pulled a few influential musical selections from these real goats. You know what I mean? So, again, rest in power, rest in peace to Clarence Avant. You will be missed. Your impact is still here. I'm sure in the next 30 years, there'll still be another artist to pull from something that Clarence Avant introduced to the music business. But I want to make sure I go ahead to TikTok first to give y'all some shots out. I see Corey in this joint. I see Cam in this joint. Is that Mariah? Mariah, what up? Princess, what up? I see you in here. Annie, what's up? You still here? Shots out to you. One love. So let me give y'all a quick wrap up of the whole weekend. So, and I normally wait until the end of the pod where I go into the business talk and we start to get into some nice discussions. But I want to start there first, right? The only reason I want to start there first is because, as I've told y'all, I like to try to be as transparent as possible when it comes to this podcast game. And I try to show y'all the human emotion behind what's going on with me. Because I'm one of them people, I can't stand when I see a podcaster come up and then they just start talking about all this fly stuff that they're doing. And they talk about, oh yeah, back in the day, I went through this struggle and this struggle catapulted me into this position. And after this, I'm now a billionaire. Okay, I got it. But nobody from the billionaire culture ever talks about the glow up, like the real glow up. Like, of course, everybody came from a space where you may have had a $50 issue, right? And you go to your bank account, you pull that joint up, you're like, okay, I need to get some gas in my car. And I need to get some food. I gotta get some lunch. And you go through your that's my struggling man voice right here. So you gotta go, I gotta go get me some lunch, and you going through your account, you got $20. All right, I gotta make this 20 stretch for the next 3 days. Now I get some lunch. I'm gonna get that 4 for 4. I'm gonna get that Wendy's 4 for 4. Right? I know about that space, right? And that's one struggle season. But then the next struggle season, you might have to come up with a $10,000 play because you got a $10,000 issue. So now you got to move stuff around. You got to figure out some new plays. You got to figure out, all right, I'm going to staff this person over here. I'm going to make this over here. And all of these things together going to come up with the 10,000. That's one issue. But then I feel like I'm in church. How many of y'all know it's always another level? I know a philosopher back in the day by the name of Notorious B.I.G. He said, I'm a painting man, designing walls, doing what I can. I'm a painting man, designing walls, doing what I can.
Hello. You have no clue what to do next, do you? And you haven't danced choreography since 2008 at your cousin's wedding. No, you haven't, but I can help you. What you need is a brand plan. Come on, say it with me. Brand plan. Okay, one more time. Brand plan. Yes, a brand plan is showing audiences the when, the where, the how, and the why about your brand. Got it? No worries. My name is Shamia Crawford, and I have grown my audience organically on social media. And I want to show you how to capture your brand and your service to attract the right customers for you. You know, just using my skill and my razzle-dazzle. But if you want that, if you want to get into the social media train, email me at drofarmedia@gmail.com and come aboard this train. Here we go.
Said what? More money, more problems. So everybody knows that once you get to the $100,000 air, you have some more stuff. I got people over here, yo. I love TikTok. Be like, bro's talking to himself. I love y'all for that. YouTube, yo. All right. Anyway, so when you get to the $50,000 and then the $100,000, those are more issues that you're gonna have to deal with. And I just like to be as transparent as possible on my platform so people know that I'm human and, you know, I might be doing better than I was yesterday, but it's always another step. So I've been talking to y'all about the recession and what we can start doing to start building some more businesses, come up with some more side hustles, and figure out, shots out, what up, Kay? What up, girl? What up, girl? But more side hustles that we can start figuring out to do to supplement income, right? So for me, as y'all know, on TikTok, thank you for being here. You know, YouTube, thank y'all. Y'all always rock with me. Thank you, though. Y'all know that I'm gonna be 40 in November, right? I'm gonna be straight 40 in November. And for me, I can't say it's a scary position, but it is a position that I have to really think about. All right, what's next? What's next? What's next? Do I want to do more of the stuff that I'm doing now, or am I trying to transition into something new, right? And for me, I did music business. Music business was all 20s up into early 30s, all music business. It was good to me. Had a few placements, got some money here and there. Shouts out to Publishing Check. Shouts out to EMI, BMI, Universal. Shouts out to y'all. And I know all of y'all on YouTube, I already know. It's not a flex. It's not a flex. But anyway, y'all know those checks start to get slim, right? So you got to start figuring out what's next. For me, I started getting into flipping houses. All right? Flipping houses from 2018 to about last year, right? It was beautiful. it was a situation. It was a showing, as Senior Gibson would say back in the day. It was a showing. But now, how many of y'all know the interest rates have came up, and now you got to figure out something else to do. So, and I don't think I want to put it out on this episode, but y'all will see it. Everybody on YouTube, y'all will see me start to promote the new thing. Like, y'all see it. But it made me think, how many of us are actually stuck in the same thought pattern? Like, when can we start figuring out what's next? And I think what happens is, of course, we get comfortable. We get comfortable with being in the same space, and we get comfortable with having the limited knowledge that we have. But AI's here. I think the whole situation is going to start changing our economy. We talked about the what was it? We talked about the Chick-fil-A robot delivering food last week. We talked about that last week. This week, I noticed more of the automated shopping things, and I'm not talking about the chip. We talked about the chip last week too, so we ain't gonna get on that. But I think we really do got to start paying attention to where the money is starting to go. Like, the money for everybody too. I'm not just talking about artists now. Like, all of y'all that got y'all side hustles, shouts out to you. All my Mad Lucrative money friends, shouts out to y'all. But if your business ain't businessing, it might be time to start changing up. And I think I gotta pick my words carefully, because I don't want to make it sound like I'm shooting nobody's dream down. But I do feel like we have to start being realistic with what's working and what's not working. Right? For what it's worth. What up, Joe? What up, Kay? We got to start thinking about what's working and what's not working. Case in point, if you've maintained the same position for 5 years and your money hasn't grown, your network of people hasn't grown, your positioning with like living situations or any of that stuff, none of that's changed. It's all the same from 5 years ago. That's kind of like my marker. Maybe it's time to start doing something different. For me, I never thought that the whole podcasting stuff would be ironically lucrative. I never thought it would be a immediate lucrative situation. But now, looking at 2 years, going on 3 years in now, I can see, okay, well, you start moving some money right there. Then you start getting some AdSense. You start getting some endorsements right here. You start getting some people to get all of your products, and then you got this merch right here, then you got this book right here. That's how the stuff works. So I'm like, okay, I get it. And this stuff is fun for me. Y'all know I talk to y'all every week for an hour, and we go back and forth. I like all of the spiciness that y'all bring to the conversation. But now I'm starting to see, okay, this is why a Steve Harvey or a Ricky Smiley or a Oprah or a Tyler Perry, this is why all of those people get into the content side of things. Because for one, it's not super taxing on your body. For two, it gives you an endorphin hit. When you know that you've helped somebody achieve a certain level of success that they probably wouldn't have figured out by themselves, but you helped them on the humdig, like, I love it. Like, I absolutely love it. So, yeah, it's time for us to start figuring out some things to change up. Speaking of change up, I was on the way in Beehive. Y'all don't get me. I don't know how many of y'all are Beehive people, but listen, okay. Let's just hear me out. Hear me out before y'all go ahead and attack, because I know y'all be ready. So I was on the way home from work what up, Kayla? I was on the way home from work last Friday, right? And y'all know I'm in Atlanta, shouts out to the AA, whatever. But I'm driving down 285. This is my normal route. I drive this route every day. Whether I'm going to a property, whether I'm going back and forth to work, whether we having family time, whatever, we're going to use 285 at some point. So I'm on 285, and I just made a post. I said, all of y'all that's here for this Beyonce concert, y'all need to figure it out. Figure it out. Because I don't understand what made everybody feel like. Well, I know why. I ain't gonna say it. But listen, all right. So this is one thing that I want all of the city officials to think about. When we have a celebrity on the level of a Beyonce come to the city, I think we have to start figuring out other routes for other people that's visiting the city to drive. Like let them drive on this side, right? Maybe even give them our we have the express lane like in the middle. Let them have the carpool lane. All Beyonce traffic this way. Cause it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. And I ain't gonna lie. Beyonce had the whole city on lock. She had the whole city on lock from a social media standpoint. I saw people from back home, because y'all know I'm from North Carolina. So I saw people from back home coming to Atlanta that I ain't never seen come to Atlanta. Like, yeah, I'm at the Beyonce concert. I'm getting it in. I was like, why are y'all here? She was just in Charlotte. But anyway, I'm glad that y'all had fun. I won't lie. I'm one of them people that I try to be strategic about where I spend money, and I couldn't fathom the idea of spending like a rack per ticket for a Beyonce concert. So I was just like, I know all these people ain't got that kind of money. Like, what are y'all doing? And I'm not hating. I'm not a hater, because some of y'all may have asked for a few bucks. I'm not hating. But I was just like, where y'all get some money from to go to the Beyonce concert? Like, where y'all get it from? And my wife put me on the game. She said that if you wait and get the ticket the day of, then you can get that joint super, super discount. So I was like, okay. But I want to make sure I shout out everybody that's actually a part of the tour. Potatoes. Everybody that's a part of the tour, like, y'all are doing y'all thing. I love the band. The band is like killing it. I mean, unlifing. The band is unlifing itself. And it's a really, really dope concert. I do believe that Beyonce is like our modern day Michael Jackson. And I know a lot of people don't want to say that, but like, it is what it is. Like, I don't know anybody else that's on that level except for maybe Bruno Mars. What do you think? Billy, what up? Don, what up? Don, what up? Do y'all feel like Bruno Mars is on the level of a Beyonce right now? Bootcuts, what up? I feel Angie. So okay, yeah. So you all right, yeah. Definitely. So I just like really dope performers. And speaking of performers, Lizzo. We're gonna get to it. Chelsea, what up? Chelsea with the CH. So I know we talked about Lizzo last week, and we're not gonna lay on Lizzo. Pause. We're not laying on Lizzo. We ain't talking about weight. We ain't talking about her feet hurting. We ain't talking about nothing that has to do with her size. This is all about business. We talking about business today. So I saw that. Let me make sure I pull up the right one, because I want to make sure I source it properly. But let's see, where's she at? Where my girl at? All right, so the Super Bowl has deaded the idea of Lizzo being able to be a performer next year. They said, you can't have these girls with bananas up in their stuff, Lizzo. You can't just be doing. She got the Nasty Award. If you're new to the podcast, I hand out Nasty Awards. Of course, R. Kelly got a Nasty Award. A few other people got a Nasty Award. Last week, Lizzo got the Nasty Award. So I said, when I first saw the post that Super Bowl was going to drop Lizzo as a option for next year's Super Bowl, I was like, oh, they're about to DaBaby her. That is going to be a thing. I will say they are DaBabying her. Because if y'all don't remember, I'm not going to repeat what DaBaby said, because this is a clean pod today. But y'all remember what DaBaby said, and y'all remember what happened to all of his business dealings. That's exactly what's going to start happening with Lizzo. Right? And as a business owner, that would probably pay, when I get to that level, I would pay a Lizzo to help me promote something, because she just got the fan power. She got the following. She got all of the people. I would have probably paid her to do something. And y'all know it's all about the ads. It's all about how many eyes is going to be on the product. That's all the Super Bowl is. So when I saw Super Bowl drops Lizzo as option for Super Bowl 2024, I said, of course. They're about to baby her. I don't know how many other tours that might be coming up that she's a part of, but y'all watch. I'm not a prophet, but y'all watch. All of these corporate machines are going to do the same type of thing. If one person does this or one machine does this, all of them are going to follow the cycle. And I don't know that Lizzo's team is in a position to weather that type of storm. Well, no, let me change that. I'm sure they're able to weather that type of storm, but I don't know that they will wait for her to get it right and then come back in a few months and, start giving her stuff back. But artists, y'all got to watch what y'all doing. Y'all can't be doing no egregious, nasty stuff on tour. You're like, it is what it is. Like when okay, let's unpack this for a second. If any man did the same thing that Lizzo just did with her background dancers, what do you think would have happened with him? That's a question. Y'all tell me what y'all think. You right here, Hunt. Tell me what y'all think. If a man did the same thing to his background dancer or background singer or bandmate that Lizzo did, what do you think would have happened? That mug would have been canceled immediately. That mug probably would have had a little bit of jail time. That mug probably, all tours gone. No more tours. I mean, we seen it done. Look at the baby. They done locked Tory up. Now, I'm not taking up for Tory Lanez either. Like, so women don't even, all y'all don't even go there. I'm not taking up for him. But I'm just saying, watch what you do. Watch what you do. Like, the what happens in Vegas don't stay in Vegas. I'm letting you know that off the rip. It don't stay in Vegas. All right, next thing I wanted to make sure I touched on today. Talent. All right, so this is a clip. Shouts out to Wendy. She has a very, very dope podcast. But she said something that I wanted to unpack, and y'all just check it out. Listen. And yes, it is still the hood way of doing it. It is what it is. I might try to put the actual video on the bottom of the corner if you're watching this on YouTube. But all my audio listeners, I'm sorry, but this is what I got right now. Here you go.
Matter, never has. Talent is too easy to find. Yeah. And I know that depresses a lot of you. And when people come to me, they always come to me like, yo, this dude is so talented. It just tells me you don't understand the music industry. It tells me you're green when you say that, because it's not about talent. It's never been about talent. Master P is not the most talented rapper in the world. Blueface is not the most talented rapper in the world. It's about success. It's a business. It's about the story. It's about the charisma. It's about who you are. It's about what people think of you. Relatability. Whether people like you. Mm-hmm. It's about relatability, connection, engagement. It's about so much more.
Yep. So right there. Y'all know I've been talking to all of my artists for a while, and y'all know that I love y'all. Uncle Nito loves y'all with a passion. Not a nasty passion either, like a good, healthy passion. But but it's amazing to me how a whole industry can recycle the same concept over and over and over, and the artists keep falling for the okie doke. Vondre say, what up? I ain't got nothing, dog. But it's amazing to me that we keep falling for the same okie doke. Like, if I would go back to, let's say, the 70s, right? Let's go to the 70s. A lot of people had a lot of fun. They had the what was it? Not Coke. Well, yeah, Coke. They had Coke. They had all of the X and the acid and all that stuff, like Jimi Hendrix, right? All of this stuff existed, and artists were coming out. They were dope. I'm not even gonna get on black or white culture. I'm just saying artists in general, right? Everybody's dope, and they say, all right, we're going to give y'all a deal. We're going to give y'all a deal now. The black probably got the worst deal, but I'm just saying. Nevertheless, everybody gets the deal and they're going to the businesses and they say, hey man, this is what I want to do. And I feel like you are the fit. And the label signs them to the deal, right? And then a few years later, after the label has used up the artist, and they say, all right, trash, we on to the next one. What's the next sound? And now it's not even about the next sound. It's what's the next technology? Who is the next influencer? Who is the next person that's going to do XYZ? Keep in mind, out of all of these, what's the next? Ain't say nothing about talent. Artists, what I want y'all to start thinking about is this. If you can't sell a product and your image is not conducive to a product like a H&M, a Balenciaga, a Gucci, a Ferragamo, whatever the product is, if your image cannot line up with that product, you may as well wrap it up. They don't care about how well you sing, how many bars you got, how dope your beats are. None of that matters. Well, it kind of matters a little bit, but it's all about the star power that can push the product. So I think the more that we start to get our mind wrapped around, okay, what does my brand look like? What type of messaging am I putting out there? What do my images look like? Are my images clean enough? Or does it look like it's just something with a fogged up? All my hood people have iPhones. They be having the nice iPhones. But then when they take the pictures always look foggy. Why? Because they got the weed fingers. The weed finger done covered up the lens, and they take a picture like this, and it be looking like trash. But these are all the things that a brand or a label would have to look into, right? And I just want us to wise up, because I think, and I'm gonna touch on that. That's great, Steve. But I want us to wise up. Like, think about it like this. And you have to always put yourself in the mind of the business owner. And when I say business owner, like the owner of Coca-Cola or the owner of Walmart or the owner of Target, think about it like this. If you were paying somebody to sell a product for you and they can't sell a product for you, why would you pay them? Easy. It's the easiest concept ever. Why would you pay somebody to sell a product that they can't sell the product? For me, if I pay you to do something, sell a product or whatever, I'm going to fire you. I'm going to give you a few times to get it right. I'm going to say, all right, you know what? At this point in time, I really appreciate what you've done for the business, but at this time, we have to part. We have to go our separate ways. I wish you the best. Peace and blessings, but you can't sell a product for me. Why are we in business? So Steve Chronicles on TikTok says, I tell my friends every time, your money got to move the product or it's not going to. Exactly. You got to have some bread to move this stuff, y'all. Like, and of course, yes, I'm a Grammy Award winning producer. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Yes, I get it. But what happens is this. This is one of the things that happens. I know a lot of artists that's super dope. Super dope, can sing, can rap, dope beat makers, even have dope style. But when I ask them for what's your marketing strategy? How are you? If I've even offered I've offered to produce an artist for free. It don't get no better than free. If I wish I had somebody that had a Grammy that would produce my podcast for free. If I did that, listen, it's up. It's up. But guess what? I say, I'll produce this for free if you can give me your marketing strategy. How are you planning on moving this track after I produce it for you? You can even come in my studio. I'm going to record you for free. Now, keep in mind, if I record you for free, I'm going to eat the most of that back end. The back end is going to belong to me. I'm a capitalist. I'm sorry. But I'm like, I asked Buddy that, man, I'm going to just put it on the gram. I'm going to make a video for it. I'm going to put that joint on YouTube, and then I'm going to get my following up, and then I'm going to sell out arenas. I'm going to be like Jay-Z. I'm like, no, you're not. I'm not a dream killer, but I'm like, you are not going to be like Jay-Z if you don't have no marketing plan. Because without releasing too much information, what I do know is when it comes to this music business, a lot of people will put money behind something that they think will work. But just like any other investment, like if I invest in single stocks, right? If I do a single stock on Apple, it's a chance that that joint might be here today and that joint be way down tomorrow, and it take 3 or 4 months for it to shoot back up. But if I didn't have the ability to wait for it to shoot back up, I shouldn't have never invested in it in the first place. And I think that when it comes to artistry, y'all have to start putting yourself in that space. Like that's what it's about, for real. Like y'all, I'm I get so frustrated, Brody. I get so frustrated when it comes to artists because I like somebody that's just genuine, that has the it. I've seen a lot of people that come to my studio that they have the it, and it always goes back to the person that has the better marketing plan is the person that wins. I've produced people that before they left the studio, and I have a rule. This is my rule. Like, so if you come in my studio and I produce you and I'm not pleased with the product that we produce for that night, I'm not gonna mix it down. I'm not gonna help you put nothing out. It's gonna stay in this studio until you come back. Come back. Re-record it. We figure out why this was bad. If the hook was trash, if it was a B part of a verse, what did we need to change to make it better? We change it, then I'll mix it down, let you come back out with it. But all of the people that's come in the studio that's had trash bars, like boo boo, boo boo, boo boo. Everybody that's had the trash bars that's come in my studio, most of them had a bag. And guess what? They win every time. Man, you know what? Shoot, I'm going to just put about 1,000 over here. I'm going to pay this DJ. Payola still exists. I'm sorry. I'm going to pay the DJ to do this. And I'm going to go to Rolling Loud. No, better yet, I'm going to go to South by Southwest in Texas. I'm going to pay for all my people to do this. I'm going to pay for the See this? I'm paying for all this stuff. I'm going to pay for the charter van. I'm going to pay for the hotel rooms. And I'm going to record it and post it on Instagram. And then the label's going to want to sign me. And you know what? If they give me that type of plan, I'm going to say, you know what? Yeah, the label is going to want to sign you. The label will want to sign you because they see all of this motion. Let's see. For Fat. I'm not going to say that last name. What up, LaToya? Do you write songs? No, I just produce. I mainly just produce music. Like, look at that. My keyboard's right there. But I mainly just produce music. I do help co-write records if it's needed, but that's not my thing. My thing is producing the track. I am big on instrumentation. I love soul music. I love everything that's just dope and vibey. And I'm not talking about like the kids' new version of vibey where everything is just sleepy and doped up on Adderall. Like, I'm talking about like actual soul music. Sam Cooke, Al Green, who else I'm gonna go to? Levert, Ron Isley, those type of soul records. That's the type of stuff I like to produce. Now I can do the trap stuff, but the stuff don't last. One of my favorite artists to date, and I'm gonna see if I can get him on the podcast. It would be fire if I can get him on the podcast. But PJ Morton. I was doing like a little test of a morning show this morning. And I had Curtis Mayfield. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I had PJ Morton playing on my morning show somewhat this morning. And I said, what y'all think? I think I might do a morning show, play some music, we talk, whatever. And they said, yeah, let's do it. Let's fire us. And I like creating a comfortable atmosphere, right? And that brings me to, and I'm already 30 in. Like I can talk to y'all forever. Okay? Thank you for rocking with me, baby. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so first thing I want to bring to the table. All right, we're going to talk about this. Subject, what's your demeanor? Lord Jesus. What's your demeanor? Now, if y'all didn't know what a demeanor is your attitude. What kind of attitude are you bringing into any space? Does the space change for the better when you get there, or is the space worse because you're there? Is everybody irritated because you just got there, or is everybody like, yo, I'm so glad you just got here? What's the demeanor, right? So y'all saw me post and I post a lot. So if you already follow me on Instagram at Magneto7 on Instagram, y'all see everything I post. I post a lot all the time. But y'all saw me post the post with the guy in Europe. I think he's in London. But he comes out, and I'm sure everybody's seen the video. I might post it right here on the bottom of the screen. But he comes out, he sits beside a girl, and he has flowers, and he brings wine and stuff out of a suitcase. He has a tablecloth. He sets it up in front of the girl, and then the girl just melts and just smiles, and you just see this. Y'all new girls, y'all new age generation girls, I love you, but y'all just be like this. That's all you see in the video. But I posted that video to see what responses would be when it comes to mainly the fellas. I know how the women gonna feel about it. I'm married with 2 daughters. I know how the women gonna feel about it. I was raised by a single parent mom. I know how they're gonna feel about it, right? So I post the post and I'm just waiting. I want to see what the fellas say to it. Because the new age guy would say, well, what did she bring to the table? And for me, I'm just like, y'all are missing the whole concept of what's going on. I get that we are in a weird space with relationships. We got a lot of women getting to the bag. I love y'all getting to the bag. Y'all are doing y'all thing. Salute to you, queen. But I know a lot of fellas are in transition because they're trying to figure out how to get to the bag. And if they're already to the bag, they're trying to figure out who they can trust. Because I remember having a conversation with one of my industry friends. I'm not going to say his name. But he was saying, and I was dating my wife at the time. And he said, you got something good right there. So I was like, what are you talking about? He was like, you just got off the phone with your girl, right? I was like, yeah. He said, that's something good. Keep that. Because when you get some more status in this game, you don't know who you're going to be able to trust. So I know a lot of fellas that's in the higher tax brackets might be faced with that type of decision. Like, I don't know if I could trust her. I get it. But if we eliminate and remove all of the financial part of dating, right? Well, you can't remove all of it because you got to have a bag. You can't be broke. But let's just say you remove the financial aspect and you just think of creative things to do. You can easily get a girl a nice sparkling drink and say, hey, I think you're beautiful. Here you go. Make sure the joint is sealed though, because she gonna think you're trying to poison her if you give her some drink that's already been open. So make sure the joint's sealed. But if you just do little sweet things like that, just to get the interest back up. Because I think with how music is and how the media is right now, it's straight to sex. It ain't no foreplay. It's straight like it ain't. So I think in the human, from a human aspect, we got to get to the space. And I'm talking to the fellas. Fellas, I know we doing our thing. I know we working. I know we getting to that bag. I know we handling our business as men. But we got to get to the place where we are bringing the human aspect back to dating. Right? I remember, am I going to talk about that? Oh, no. But I'll talk about it a little bit. I remember being in college and being broke. And I know y'all say, oh, that's lame. But I remember trying to figure out, okay, I'm going to make a chicken salad sandwich with some chips, some fruit. And then I'm gonna see if, we're going to go out on a date and do this. I'm talking about this broke dating, too. This broke dating. I'm going to go out on a date, do this, and that. And she appreciated it so much. Had one little flower. Again, this was broke season. Had one little flower. Bring that one little flower to it. Got this, sparkling drink. Oh, that's so sweet. Guess what? Things happen, right? Things happen. But I think right now, all of the fellas are trying to woo the girl with the bag. And I think a lot of the girls are falling for the bag. But at the end of the day, it's not going to be about the bag when it comes to romance and just doing dope stuff with each other. Right? And I've been talking to y'all fellas. For a minute about that. But we have to get into the space of just being dope gentlemen. You know what I mean? Put some cologne on. Put some cologne back on. And it's not about the price of the cologne. Yeah, I got this so and so on. The bottle costs $600. She don't care about the price of the bottle, yo. How it smell? Do it smell good? All right, cool. Yeah, came this. When you walk by, did she go back and look like, dang, that must smell all right? That's what we got to get back to. And then if she does that, then it ain't about you trying to go and get the draws. Build the relationship. I think we have to slow things back down. Get back to the romance. Get back talking slow. I ain't got no deep voice, so I'm sorry, but get back talking soft. Yeah, what you doing? I don't know. What you doing? I don't know. I'm getting a little bit tired. Me too. Both of y'all sleep on the phone. We got to get back to that. We got to get back to courting. Like it's necessary. Now, I talked to the fellas for a little bit. Ladies, I got to talk to y'all. I got to talk to you because this is the thing. Josh, what up, Josh? This is the thing. If we talk, hold up. That cologne don't work if they had it. Hey. All right. So if the fellas are moving into this space of being romantic again, doing spontaneous things to attract the attention, ladies, you can't be all about, well, why you got that on? Oh, my God. If he got a nice enough T-shirt, he smell good, he could be driving a Honda Accord. He could have a Honda Accord making $250,000 a year. Facts. Big facts. I got plenty of friends that's making it with Honda Accords. What's the little joint? It's ugly. I can't stand the car. Prius. Driving the Prius, like $250,000 a year. Y'all probably wouldn't want to look at him because he's driving a Prius. We got to get out of that. It's not about the material, right? Now, ask yourself, and this is for the ladies. Ask yourself this. Does my demeanor present that I'm friendly? Does my demeanor present I'm approachable? Does it say, okay, well, he smells good. He seems like a nice guy. If he approaches me, I'd be willing to entertain him. Or does your demeanor say, bro, you better not even come over here. If your joint, you driving that? What's that? Let's be honest. Mary, what's up? Mary says your demeanor presents that you're most likely a criminal. But this is the thing. Like, I really got I think one of my main issues with where we are socially right now. One of my main issues is everybody is in the same rat race of let me get this for me. This is about me. This is mine. If you ain't got nothing to do with my program and you don't want to get with my program, get out the way. And that's how dudes be talking to the girls. And the girls are talking to the dudes the same way. So if nobody want to get with nobody's program, who's going to be with who? We got to make being approachable and being nice cool again. Right? Now, that's enough of the relationship demeanor. What does your business demeanor look like? Right? Business demeanor. I've known, we all know that yeah. Make sure you hit the Cash App. It's on the bottom, y'all know. But the business demeanor. Are you a person when somebody comes in and you're always selling something? Now, I don't have an issue with somebody always selling something. I'm fine with it. Matter of fact, I'm the guy. If we walking through the mall with my family or whatever, and somebody's coming up, y'all know how they have little kiosks that say, yeah, you wanna, and most people be like, yeah, no, yeah, no. I'm not that person. If you come up to me and you're at the kiosk at the mall, I'm gonna be like, let's hear. Because I like to hear the sale. And then I am one of the people that would probably buy some pointless product because, I'm not. But I am one of the people that buys one of the pointless products because I like the sale that the person just presented. So I remember one time we were at, what was it, Georgia Perimeter Mall? I think it was Georgia Perimeter. And the lady was selling some lotions. So I was just like, And my wife like, you better not stop. You better not stop. You better not stop. I'm like, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop. Yo, hold up. I got to address this on TikTok. He said, bro thinks he's Joe Budden. I love Joe Budden, but I'm not. I would never be that cool. Joe is fire. What up, Carol? So the girl comes up. She has the lotion. She says, let me go ahead and put some lotion on your hands. Your hands look ashy. I'm like, they are. I actually work. I like hang sheetrock. I got all of these things going on. Put some lotion on my hands. So meanwhile, my wife is looking like this. Yo, just put it in the chat. Hopefully I can help. If not, I got good advice sometimes. But she puts the lotion on my hands. I'm rubbing it in, right? And at this point in the sale, I'm waiting for her to start telling me about the product. Yeah, this product got this type of oil. If you use this type of oil on your hand, it's this benefit. This. She didn't do that. So all she said at the end of me rubbing the oil in my hands is, well, you want to buy something? I'm like, no. Well, why not? And I am, again, how I'm talking to y'all right now on the pod, I'm the same way. I'm the same exact way in person. So she's like, well, why you don't want to buy it? I said, all right, well, first off, I don't know the benefits of the product. Like, is this product going to break me out? Is it allergenic? Is it made of lamb's wool? Like, I don't know. So she's like, well, it's this. And then she brings out the little paperwork. And she said, well, see this, and that. I was like, okay, cool. She's like, so you want to buy it now? I'm like, no, I don't want to buy it because you didn't sell it. Now, it was one guy that sold me what was it? It was like, y'all know I like these beads. I like these beads like this. I like that. Y'all can call me whatever you want to call me. I get it, whatever. But guy had the beads in the mall. Barely had to sell me because this is one of my go-tos. I can barely find it all the time. So, yeah, didn't have to sell me. But let's see. User, I'm gonna try to say this. User 5152725. This girl I'm talking to ghosted me, but still keeps tabs on me. How do I bounce back? Ooh, that is a good one. So now I'm a Scorpio, so I don't know your energy. I don't know how you respond to people. I don't know if you are like one of them snipers or you get it. But for me, I'm gonna take the petty route out. If she ghosted me and she's still keeping tabs on me, I'm gonna be petty. I'm gonna find now. Before I give you this advice, how old are you? Marfer, what up? How old are you? 2725. How old are you? So you saying post up with bad? Exactly. Because this is the thing that I've noticed about women too. And ladies, I know y'all gonna be like, that's so bad advice. I don't care. But this is what I noticed, right? Keep in mind, single mom grew me up. I have a wife of almost 13 years now and 2 daughters. I know women. I notice if you look like you are, if you look like you're a person that cannot be touched, you're untouchable, and all of their efforts to try to get you to see that they're keeping tabs on you, it ain't working. They're gonna go harder to try to get you. Keep in mind. And another thing, I was hella fat. I said that plenty of pods ago. I was almost 300 pounds. So I know what it's like to not get no action, and I know what it's like to get enough action. Hey, babe, love you. I know what it's like on both sides. So you're saying ignore her when she comes back around. Exactly. Ignore her, bro. Because this is my thing, right? And I dated a girl. I'm not gonna say her name. If you watch the pod, I'm sorry. You did this though. You did do this to you. You did this to you. I dated a girl when I was towards the end of college, and she was cool, very good energy, um, very, uh, very active. We'll say that. PG, very active, very enjoyable. But at some point, I noticed I was starting to outgrow the relationship, and everything that we would do would just bump heads. It didn't work, except for that one thing. Everything that we did in that department, it was good. We did our thing, but I noticed I started bringing other girls around after we broke up. I started bringing other girls around. She still came. I went harder. I said, you know what? I ain't gonna do this. I'm about to marry this girl. She still came around. It took me to get married till she started just paying me no attention altogether. So, yo, it works. Try it out. Come back. Let me know what you think. What up, B? What up, B? So, your business demeanor, right? Are you a pushy salesperson? Does somebody feel slimy when they come do business with you? I am one of the people that believes in uh, building relationships. We talked about customer equity and friendship equity last week. I believe in building relationships with clients. And I do understand that in certain businesses, you have to build relationships faster than normal. But I see a lot of businesses fail in that department. Case in point, everybody has Instagram, everybody has TikTok, everybody has Facebook, everybody has Threads, Twitter, X now. Everybody has all of these social media platforms. You have to build your relational equity with your customer. How do you do it? Social media. That's why I got a whole sector of my business helping businesses figure out how to make reels. If I need to do the music, we got content space for you to come record your content in. We do the edits. We do everything for you because I know how important it is for businesses to build some type of relational equity with the potential customer. So that's what y'all got to do. And if y'all ain't got nothing on Instagram, nothing on Facebook, nothing on Twitter, nothing on Threads, nothing nowhere, why do you think somebody's going to buy something from you that's never heard nothing about you? Now, go on the other side of that. Why do you think somebody would want to be friends with the person that they don't know nothing about? What up, Rashida? Think about that. If you don't know nothing about this person right here, person A, if you don't know nothing about this person, why would this person want to be friends with that person? It's going to be pretty hard. Now, that goes back to the when I talked about the men getting back with the women and women getting back with the men and everybody having some just fun play social environments. And I got some mixers coming up too. So if you're in Atlanta and you want to come to my mixer, holla at me. It's going to be fire. Professionals, musicians, everybody's going to be there. But anyway, why do you think somebody don't just want to be smiled at? A smile. I noticed that, I can't remember the name of the lady. It was, I think she was a preacher or something. But she made a statement saying that most of the time when women present as being mean or angry, it's because they're disguising the hurt or they're doing something to disguise this part of them so you can't get in that space. Because that's a real tender space for her. So, what's the easiest way for us to get into that space without being pushy? Just be cool. Be nice. Same thing with just friendships. We got to be cool with people. I can't stand being in a quiet elevator. I'm that person. Yes, I am. I'm the person. We're going to look around. We're going to look like that. My wife going to look at me like, you better not say nothing. I'm going to say something. I'm gonna be looking at you in the eye like this. Hey, what's up? I'm that person, but I just understand I understand the law of friendship and the rules behind friendship and how to build friendships, how to present. We want to talk about what I present as. I ain't talking about that this week, but you want to talk about what you present as. Do you present as a nasty person? Or do you present as a presentable person? Somebody I could be cool with. Oh, what you do? Well, I do this. Oh, well, cool. I do this. You know what? It's crazy. I was just telling her that I needed somebody that could do this. Can I get your information? Yeah, cool. Relationship started right there. But if you looking that way and they looking that way and ain't nobody saying nothing, then the elevator door opens up. You never know nothing about that person. That person could be the next person to change your life. They could have had everything that you possibly need to get you to the next level, but you want to look like that. You want to look on the other side. Like we gotta switch it up. And I understand because my wife is a mass person. You know, we'll get to that later. But I understand that we just came from COVID. Everybody don't want to talk to nobody. Don't want the germs to spread. I don't want to touch nobody. I get it. But on the same note, we can't stay in this place forever. All this seclusion. How can you be inclusive and secluded at the same time? It makes no sense to me. How? How is that possible? How, Sway? How can we be inclusive and secluded at the same time? It don't make no sense. Think about it. So, it's time for us to start doing things together. Start doing some just nice little gestures. Fellas, if you married and you ain't never got your wife flowers except for on Valentine's Day, switch it up a little bit. You know that paycheck hit that Friday. Go ahead and get that girl some flowers. Say, you know what, babe? You know what? Don't even worry about cooking. I'm gonna get you the crab legs. And if you can't afford the crab legs, you know what, baby? Don't worry about it. We're gonna go to Captain D's. Just do some dope stuff. You know what I mean? Like, make her feel like a woman again. Ladies, appreciate that man. It don't really take a lot for us to really, like, to feel appreciated. It don't take much for us. Make that man feel appreciated. If y'all ain't on that level of being romantic yet, just be cool. Like, have some dope friendships. Have some relationships that make you feel like a big bear hug. And I might make this might be a whole relationship pod. What up, Jazz? But make that person feel like you got a big bear hug. Community. We got to get back to that. Am I missing any of them? Let me see. Did we touch on dating? Eric, did we touch on dating? I can't remember. We talked about the business demeanor. What's your vibe? All right. Friendships. All right. So, okay. All right. So I did see that question. I don't see nothing on TikTok. So we actually might be able to end right on this hour. What up, Dijala? What up? Eric, so yes. When it comes to building musical relationships, and this is something that might have changed. I just don't know. I don't know nothing about it like as of now. What up, Jimmy? Jimmy Jax? Jimmy? How do you say your name? I want to say your name right. I'm sorry. But when it comes to building musical relationships, what do you have in common? Because I think what has to happen with music is this. And this maybe not even just music, just with artsy people. If you are an artsy person and you are a creative person, you might not be the type of guy or gal that needs to be friends with another creative person because they might be a taxing energy, right? Sometimes you can be friends with other creatives and when y'all get together, it just gels and y'all come up with some dope stuff and it's just fire. But sometimes, come close. Sometimes this creative person needs to be cool with this guy that's a banker. Because this banker knows more about some business that this creative person don't know nothing about. And you can say, hey, Mr. Banker friend, how can I get a loan to fund my project? He can say, well, look, we got these type of loans. Now, I know the bank people don't say loans, they say products. We got these type of products for creative people, gig economists. Gig people, gig jobs, 1099s. That's what it's gonna be disguised as. But the banker person is gonna know how to tell this creative person how to get to a bag to get the dream started. Now on the banking side, the banker might be like, well, look, I want to do this like little cool TikTok people, little TikTok thing so I can start getting some people to come into the bank. Can you help me do like a TikTok video? The creative knows all about that. They know how to do all of that. So it's a perfect match made in heaven. But if it's a creative person, and I know we got a whole lot of parallels on this episode, so I'm sorry. But if the creative person is just friends with the creative person, and you're like, well, I got this, I want to do this, up. Well, I want to do this, up. And then they just keep going back and forth, and they just stays right there. It's all a big creative bucket of fun. Disneyland, yay! No, like we got to diversify our friendships. We got to diversify our friendships. Be cool with other people. Get in other communities. Learn from them. If they do something this way that might help you, get with that. Please. Did I answer your question, Eric? I know I kind of go everywhere. All right, great. OG homie, what it do? I like your wig. I ain't got no wig. Come on, cuz. Come on, cuz. Come on, cuz. And last but not least, I want to just make sure y'all are encouraged. Do some dope stuff this week. If y'all ain't got nothing, make sure y'all go ahead and get that Grooming Baldy Pro. Huh? Make sure y'all go ahead and get that. I got some cologne coming too for y'all fellas, cause y'all can't be approaching these women stinking. And I got a new show coming out. If y'all made it to the end of the episode, then cool. Jordan, what's up? He said, what you do? What do you do? I am a musical producer. I'm a podcaster. I'm a father. I'm a friend. I'm a lover. I'm a homie. What up, Jordan? But yo, so I got a new episode. I got a new show coming out. Make sure y'all watch it if you're here on YouTube. I will have so the trailer will be out tomorrow. So make sure, y'all will see this on Thursday. So TikTok, if you see it, my commercial for my new show will be out tomorrow. So I'm excited about that. And it's just more of Magneto 7 energy on camera, doing some fly stuff with my family and seeing my little girls be extra. Question, what do you enjoy doing? So OG homie say, question, what do you enjoy doing? As of recently, for real, I enjoy just taking in my environment. And I know this is mad broad, but I enjoy just enjoying life. For me, enjoying life is going out to Piedmont Park here in Atlanta, going to a concert, eating. I love eating. That's why I got a cooking show. Well, not me cooking, but I'm going to eat other chefs cooking, and I'm gonna tell them what I think about it. Wait, you'll see it. But I enjoy just experiencing life. I love new stuff. I'm not very adventurous, so I'm never gonna be the guy that go out and skydive, and I'm not that guy. But on a basic level, I can't say that a lot of the things that I enjoy doing is work, like music. I love music, right? But I've been doing music forever. I got a degree in music. So that's just I can't say it's just an occupation because I still enjoy it, but it's complicated, right? But I enjoy life, yo. I enjoy people. I enjoy conversations. That's a real one. I enjoy having conversations with old people. Like anybody that's 65 and up, I love having those conversations. White, black, Indian, Chinese. I enjoy having all of those conversations because I feel like for a little moment they give me a little peek inside of their community, and it's a little bit of peek inside of their household and what makes things work for them. I enjoy it. It's weird, right? Y'all heard me talk about Cliff last week, right? The older white guy that was an old exec at Coca-Cola. That was a few weeks ago. So I talked about a guy that used to be a marketing person for Coca-Cola, Procter and Gamble. Um, I can't remember the other. It was another brand. I can't remember that third brand. I think it may be in PGA, like the golf tours. He was the marketing person for them since the 60s. And I went over to his house because on my flipping side of business, I was just looking at pricing his basement out, and we were gonna do the work on the basement. And he just dropped so much game on me. He gave me so many different books to read to level up. He gave me different books to read to be a better father. And this is just one conversation. So that's why I like talking to people. King, what up? Travis, what up, boy? What up? What up? Well, you late. You're late, sir. You have to watch the playback. But yo, thank y'all for being here today. Thank you for rocking with me. It's been real. Again, make sure if you got a couple dollars here and there, hit that Cash App, the Mad Lucrative Network on Cash App. I will appreciate everything. You are helping with the SEO of my business. You are helping grow the podcast. All the new followers too on YouTube. Shouts out to y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all. Yo, thank you. Thank you, homie. Thank you for following me. All right. Till next week. Peace.